Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Raz, and I'm gonna teach you how to jungle Nocturne. I've been running into a lot of terrible Nocturne junglers lately, and it's mostly due to just a poor route and/or a poor understanding of a jungler's job. Now, I start off with a vampiric scepter. Um, some people do cloth armor and 5 health pots. I don't like that at all. Seems like a waste of
Welcome to Summoner's
like
Rift.
135 gold or so, whatever it costs for the 5 health pots. Um, Now, this is going to be a really aggressive jungle start. Most people start at blue. I don't like that route at all. Um, I like to start at either my rates if I'm afraid of the enemy team. And this one, I'm just watching here to see if anyone pokes their head out or if I can see some
30
people show
seconds
up on the
until
map.
minions spawn.
And I do see Ryse poke his head up over here. So I know that their whole team isn't sitting in the jungle. And they have a Trundle jungling, and he starts at blue, so if they were defending, they would be top anyway. So I figure I have a pretty free reign on these wraiths. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up his wraiths
Minions have spawned.
to try to kind of counter jungle a little, just like keep him behind in XP, because by the time he gets here, they're not going to be up, and he's going to be sad. Or they might be up, but I'm basically getting some free early jungle here. So I pick up his wraiths, and I look mid, and I want to harass Corki a little bit. Just scare him a little, keep him off the creeps, because he's kind of zoning my Vigar right now. And with my Q, because I let him and he didn't move, then I go back to my jungle. Now he's really strong with this lifesteal item build to the point where you can clear all of these safely. Now normally I would do wolves for this because this camp actually does a lot more damage than the wolf camp until you're level 2. You'll have the attack speed and you'll hit a little harder, but it doesn't really matter because Nocturne is a beast in the jungle. So I'm going to clean this up, and you can see, my health is low pretty much the whole time here, but I'm still going to be able to double golem after this because Nocturne is strong and Smite is good. Now this whole time I'm watching the map for overextending, and I see that my top is doing okay. I think he actually picks up first blood here in a little bit. And later on in the game, I'll see that my bottom is just pushed to turret like the whole time. So even with this low health here, I'm going to pick these up. Between the Q steroid, the attack speed from W, and Smite, it's just no problem. So now I've effectively cleared 4 camps before I had to go back.
Executed.
And the back doesn't really take anything out because your jungle is pretty much clear except for buffs. Now when I go back, I pick up boots and 3 health pots. If you didn't do their race, you probably aren't going to be able to pick up 3 health pots. You might be only able to get 1 or 2. And that's not really a big deal. If you can just pick up 2 and go back, that's fine. You might have to wait a couple of seconds, no big deal. But go back and immediately hit red here. This early red is... I guess it's not really early, but being able to pick up red when I already have boots, it's going to let me gank at 3. Actually, I might think 4 up this, but it lets me gank at 3 and 4, which most junglers like Warwick, other than say Shaco, really can't gank too early. A lot of the jungle Nocturnes I run into stay in the jungle the whole game and just farm buffs and don't do anything to help the team. You don't want to be that jungler. Now, I rolled a pot fighting that, and I'm going to roll another pot because I see Corki's overextending, and I want to go and pick him up. So I tell my Viegars, hey, stun him, I'm going to come in. He misses his stun. He's still good. Flashes. Breaks my tether, but my exhaust keeps him in range and he goes down. Pick up a couple of last hits here. And a heal. And then I'm out. Now, a lot of junglers probably wouldn't be able to do this, but it's Nocturne, and he heals so wonderfully. You just hit the camps. I mean, I'm even going to be able to clear blue because he's just such a strong jungler. Runes are very important on him. I run armor pen quintessences, armor penetration markz, flat armor seals, and attack speed glyphs. I see that I'm about to hit 5, so I decided to do wolves first to get a little more health and damage before I do blue and have to be again. For skilling order, I pick up my Q first, as you probably saw, and then W immediately after, and then you pick up your E. And you could pick up your Q again for a little more burst, but having that gank potential at 3 is just awesome. And here I blow everything on him because I know I'm about to pick up blue and my mana will be refilled nice and simple. So after this, I want to check his wraiths, because if he hasn't cleared them, I can pick him up again, and that'll set him back in XP and give me a little bit of a boost. A lot of junglers don't do this. They stay in their own jungle the whole time. And while this is a little more dangerous, it's definitely worth the effort. If you hold your jungler back from hitting his ultimate before your side lanes do, then they'll be less acceptable to his ganks. And here we go again. This time I actually get stun. I get my fear on him, and he's asleep. I should have spell shielded that right there, but I think if I would have blown it earlier, it would have ran out anyway. But I definitely should have been at least prepared to use it, but I didn't even think about it at that point. I'm going to go back here. I definitely could go and just do my race and be fine, but I know I can pick up my lantern. So I pick up my lantern. I actually have to wait for a couple of gold. So I probably should have cleared the race first. But I pick up the lantern, and so now I'm set. I've got lantern, so I don't need any more pots. I can sustain my own jungle completely. And I've got boots, so I have movement speed. Now, the Corki in this game likes to overextend a lot. And I don't have red anymore, but I know I'm about to hit 6. So I'm going to go ahead, pick these up. Nice marks. And now, when you're jungling, especially at this point in the game, you need to be checking all the time for overextension. Now my top has been doing great, so I haven't even needed to go up there. And my bottom's been pushed to turret like the whole game, so it was kind of pointless to go down there. The only thing I could really do is die. But my mid, the mid is pushed to our turret all the time. Look, there he is again, overextended like crazy. Viegars stun, so he uses jump here to jump over the wall. Now I could have ulted him right here, but I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get the kill because my fear was down, and you know. But I hit him here, he's really low, and now I know my ult can kill him, but he health pots, so I'm a little bit auto attack, and that's it, he goes down and I get down. I'm gonna heal up here on the creeps. And here comes Rammus. Now, I actually try to outplay this Rammus here. We get a lot of really nice burst on him, and then I spell shielded, but it ran out just before he taunted me. And I ended up dying, but, I mean, at what price? My mid picked up another kill, I picked up another assist, and now my Lux is top free farming, basically. I think she even gets some hits on the turret here. I mean, I've turned this into a level 9 mid Viegars versus a level 7 Corki. And I'm sure Corki's suffering. And he's doing really good in CS, actually. My mid is kind of slacking. But that's the player's skill, I guess. So just don't be one of those junglers that stays in the jungle all day. I mean, if someone's pushed a turret, make them pay for that. You know, if someone's overextending, make them blow their summoners. Give your lanes a chance to be able to get killed without worrying about their flash or anything. I mean, even if you just get them to blow a summoners, you know, that's a cooldown they don't have anymore. and that gives you an advantage. But you definitely don't need to wait for late game with Nocturne to gank. He can start, like you saw, at 3 or 4. Now my Lux actually goes down here, and then I watch the lane. We do end up winning this game, and not much more interesting happens. This Rammus wants me so bad. Oh, I play with him here like 3 or 4 times. But yeah, that's basically one of the strongest jungles I think you can do with Nocturne. I mean, that aggressive style, picking up the greaves, holding the other jungle back. I mean, you saw when we saw him, he was only level 4. Now, he did die to creeps somewhere in the replay, but oh, we go for a kill here. I don't think we get anything actually. Ooh, so close. Red slow on him and everything, but creeps block the binding. She does actually end up picking up this Rammus here, and then I do believe we do get both.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm completely so
An enemy has
I'm gonna rotate around, but she lands her bind right there, and then hits the auto attack and gets a kill. Almost looked like Trundle pushed her in for the auto attack too, which is awesome. Now I want to jump him here. I'm gonna have to fast forward a little bit because I do wait. I have ultimate now, and I want to jump in and kill him, but I mean, you know, he's got his lantern, so he's healing up pretty quickly. But he doesn't have boots. I think she landed that there too. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, and Lux actually comes around into the bush with me, and we're thinking about ganking him. I figure he's gonna come back, try and do his blue, or just, you know, go back into his jungle, and he does. And that's pretty much the strength of Nocturne. His jungle is amazing. I wouldn't say he's overpowered. He's just really strong at what he does. Yeah. And thanks for watching.